Okay, picture this. There's a single day in November that for some people is the absolute peak of shopping excitement, a worldwide frenzy of deals. But for others, on that exact same day, it's a quiet protest, a call to buy absolutely nothing. Today, we're going to dive into the fascinating story of Black Friday versus Buy Nothing Day.
So, which side of the fence are you on? Are you the type of person who just loves the thrill of the hunt, planning out your shopping trip to get the best possible deals? Or does the very idea of packed stores and crazy long lines make you want to just lock the door and stay home? Whichever it is, you're in the right place.
All right, so here's a quick look at where we're headed. First, we'll unpack what Black Friday is all about. Then, we'll dig into the hidden costs behind those amazing deals. After that, we're going to explore the buy nothing alternative, and then zoom out a bit to talk about what it means to be an ethical consumer. And finally, we'll leave you with a big question to think about. Let's start with the giant in the room. What exactly is Black Friday? Well, for a whole lot of people, it is without a doubt the biggest, most intense shopping day on the entire calendar. So, where did this all come from? Well, it all started in the United States. It's the Friday right after their big Thanksgiving holiday. And since so many people were already off work, it just kind of naturally evolved into the unofficial kickoff for the entire Christmas shopping season. Now, before we go any further, it's super helpful to get a handle on some of the language we'll be using. You'll hear words like bargain, discount, or special offer. Those all just mean an item that's at a lower price. The person doing the buying, that's a customer or a consumer, and the business selling the stuff is a retailer or a shopkeeper. Knowing these words will really help everything make a bit more sense. And to really get a sense of just how big this event is, just look at this number. In the United States alone, over one Black Friday weekend, shoppers spent an estimated $54.7 billion. That is a truly staggering amount of money to be spent in just a couple of days. And you might be thinking, okay, that's just an American thing. But nope, this tradition has absolutely exploded across the globe. Just take a look at these numbers from back in 2017. You can see the UK spent over $10 billion, and Germany and France were spending billions too. Black Friday is for sure a worldwide event now. But all of this shopping and all of these great deals, they come at a price. So in this next part, we're going to explore the high cost of deals. And we'll ask a pretty serious question. Has Black Friday gotten a little out of control? So while those discounts are really tempting, there are some pretty big downsides. For one, critics argue it encourages us to buy a lot of stuff we don't actually need. That can lead to people spending money they really can't afford, maybe even going into debt. And all that pressure in the crowds, well, it can cause people to really lose their tempers. And here's a big one. It can be really tough on small, local shopkeepers who just can't compete with the massive discounts that big corporations can offer. And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. Many people seem to completely lose control of both their spending and their tempers. I mean, if you've ever seen one of those videos of people fighting over a TV, you know exactly what this is talking about. It's consumer culture at its most extreme. Okay, so all of this really makes you wonder, if the chaos and the frenzy of Black Friday just isn't for you, is there another way? Is there an alternative? Well, yes, there is, and that brings us to our third section, the buy nothing alternative. You can think of it as a day of, well, mindful resistance against all that pressure to shop till you drop. This whole idea didn't just pop up yesterday. It actually started way back in 1997, and it was created as a direct response to that intense consumerism of Black Friday. And its timing is no accident. Holding it on the exact same day really highlights the huge difference between the two ideas. So, what do you have to do to take part? Well, the rules are beautifully simple. Rule number 1. Just don't buy anything. At all. Rule number 2, keep it going for a full 24 hours. A lot of people who try this are actually surprised by how hard it can be to go one whole day without buying a single thing. When you really boil it down, It's about two completely opposite goals. The goal of Black Friday is to get you to buy as much as you possibly can. The goal of Buy Nothing Day, on the other hand, is to get you to just pause, to think a little more deeply about your spending habits. And here's the cool part. Buy Nothing Day isn't about sitting at home doing, well, nothing. People celebrate it in all sorts of ways. Some join peaceful protests to raise awareness. A lot of others just stay away from stores completely and spend the day outside, maybe going for a nice long walk. And there are these great community ideas popping up, like a Buy Nothing coat exchange, where people bring coats they don't need anymore, and anyone who needs one can just take it for free.
You know, this whole spirit of being more mindful, it's a lot bigger than just one Friday in November. And that brings us to our next section, becoming an ethical consumer. This is all about taking these ideas and weaving them into our everyday lives. A really key concept here is something called fast fashion. You've probably heard the term. It basically refers to really cheap clothes that are made super fast to keep up with the latest trends. The catch is, they're often not made to last. You might only wear them a few times before they're thrown away. It's a perfect example of a throwaway culture. So, what does being a more ethical consumer actually look like? Well, it could be something like trying to avoid that fast fashion cycle. Or maybe it's resisting the urge to get the newest phone the second it comes out. Really, it's about making smarter, more thoughtful decisions about what we're buying and also where we're buying it from. And what's really great is that when you start thinking this way, there are two huge benefits. First, when you buy less and choose more carefully, you almost always end up saving money. And at the same time, you're helping to protect the environment. It's kind of a win-win for your wallet and for the planet. Which brings us to our final section, and it's a big one. What will you choose? Because after looking at both sides of this coin, the decision really does come down to each and every one of us.
So, we want to leave you with this question to think about. After hearing about the huge sales and the rush of Black Friday and the quiet, thoughtful resistance of Buy Nothing Day, what will you do this year? Are you going to join the hunt for a bargain? Or maybe challenge yourself to buy nothing at all? Or maybe you'll find some kind of balance in between. It's a really good chance to think about our habits and decide what kind of consumers we really want to be.